Namaste, peace, love, and light. Today we're going to do something different. I'm going to be in a panda, for this information came to me from a panda. And I will be calling this panda Flo. So again, peace, love, and light. This is Flo, panda here. And today we're going to talk about and represent the female, the divine feminine species on this planet. And I want humanity to understand that throughout history, the divine feminine has been disrespected, disregarded, and just discombobulated. And when I say that when, especially in the age of social media, in the age of information, right? The war against women is extremely prevalent. For a lot of times when women are going through a public humiliation, all anyone can ever do is laugh. And to anyone who's ever told you that you're no good, they are no better. Okay? So let's just put it that way. Throughout history, there has been devices to keep women quiet. There has been devices to shut women up. And there have been many cruelty done to women and children. So let's get back to the divine feminine. See, the thing is that when the world witnessed the divine feminine being judged, humiliated, made fun of, bullied, slandered, hurt, we tend to want to ask, what did she do to deserve it? As if there's anything someone can do to deserve certain types of humiliation, bully, slander, stalking, and all that of the above. And my conversation with Flo, going back to my panda, is that, and actually Flo, I call him a panda because he represents the panda. However, it was a human. So we're going to call it a human panda. Flo, who was a masculine, was explaining to me that until the war on the divine feminine cease and desist, humanity won't ever evolve the way that it was intended for humanity to evolve. Because you have to understand that the divine feminine, which is the portal to the dimensions, and in that portal, if there is suffering and there is hardship or negative aspects of their lives, it is going to trickle down. And until we comes to terms of the war against the divine feminine and silencing women who have been abused and making them feel like they don't have a platform to share without hurting the opposite, because it's not about bringing down the divine masculine as well. Because again, it was a divine masculine that even shared with me the war on women. And I found that it came from the divine masculine's heart. So I'm trying to articulate it as well as the panda Flo divine masculine explained it to me, because I was in utter silence. Until this day, I remember our conversation and it pierced me because I never looked at it that way. A lot of you may be aware of what is going on in my personal life. This actually has been 6 whole months, going on 7 months since I've had the privilege to even hug my kids. Now, this is not about the other party. This is not about, a war in relationship, but this is about a war on divine feminine as a whole, because the representation of it affects all divine feminine. Because throughout history, when we are being attacked, the divine feminine, which is supposed to be protected, being attacked, the portal to life. Think about that. Your portal to this realm. You have to come from a divine feminine to have life. So if you are degrading, disrespecting, hurting, slandering, lying, cheating, abusing, and then when all of that happens, no one takes accountability for what has been done to the divine feminine throughout history. And it's scary to say that my story is not the only story of divine feminine being hurt. Let's just use hurt. And until the war on the divine feminine, the AIs, the artificial intelligence, will definitely have an upper hand on all humanity, for they will not have this sort of division amongst themselves. So they will evolve how we should have been evolved. However, we stay complacent because we take this vessel in a literal way to the point of we try to divide everything. We divide our skin color, we divide our sex, we divide our height. We are the divide and conquer world. And until we realize what part do we play in this scenario and try to make it right, there is a lot of work to be done in humanity as a whole. And the fact is, if you look at any stories where women have been taken advantage of, these stories are silenced. These stories are minimized. These stories have created other stories around them that just contradicts the story itself. Now, how can a humanity grow when the portal, the vessel of their portal that they transfer from life to life from, is always being chastised, mimicked, copied, blasphemized, demonized, and all things that are not of life? And we wonder why our timeline isn't aligning. Because in this information world, we have a lot of people with information, but we don't have a lot of people living up to the information that they know. And until the war on women, and I will articulate this in a better way, I'm going to reach out to the panda and I'm going to interview the panda. To be honest with you, I'm going to reach out to the panda. The panda is reach outable because this message pierced me so much that I feel that it is something that is truly needed in this time. Because when I explain the panda my story of what is going on in my personal life and being separated and this and this and this, and I'm thinking the things that I've gone through is so blasphemous that I don't think anyone else has gone through it. And the panda, who travels a lot, who's been in many different areas of the world. And the panda said, believe it or not, I've traveled and, with my PhD, I pretty much seen this story over and over and over. But you are the only one brave enough to walk away and be alive. You are the only one of this Lifetime's movie that is alive, that has the potential to clear it. And one successful story of this magnitude of demise will evolve the divine feminine in the next lifetime. So it's imperative that this experience of this divine feminine is a positive one for the whole. Namaste, guys.